Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to get and create an email for your Clerk user. So let's get started. So you might be wondering, okay, can't I use the update user method to then add an email to my user? Well, the answer is no. The biggest reason for that is that you need to separately first create an email and then link that ID to your current user. And actually, first I'm going to show you by getting a user, and then I'm going to show you where their email is so that you better understand this. So dot users dot get user, okay, and here I am just going to add the user ID for one of my users. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and I'm going to add it here. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Actually, I forgot to add one more thing, which is I'm going to do constant user data is equal to this. Okay, and I'm going to do response dot JSON dot status of 200. The JSON is basically just gonna have the data. Actually, I'm going to add a dot then so that we get this when the promise is complete. Actually, I can simplify this more. Just do this and do data. Don't need to add this. So I'm gonna save this and okay. Now, as you can see, I am getting all of the data. And if I show you here in email addresses, you will see that I have this information. So what this is one of my emails that is telling me that, okay, this is verified and this is the ID of that email. So how this works is you add an email to your user and then you link the ID to this then. Okay, so right now you can see all of this, but to add an email, I'm going to do it above so that when I add the email, you can see the change. Okay, so await Clerk client dot email addresses dot create email addresses. Okay, so this is going to take in a few parameters. So the first parameter is user ID. Okay, and I'm going to add the user ID from this into this. Next is going to be the email address. Okay, and the email address, I am just going to copy it from here. So these are test emails. You can use a actual email, okay, like at gmail.com. If you have some kind of Gmail account, you can use that email here. I'm just using a test one because I don't want to log in and get some code and do all of that stuff because this is just a tutorial. Okay, but you can literally just add a Gmail, Microsoft account, or whatever you end up using into this. Okay, so I have 3 there, right? So I'm going to change it to 4, and the next option is verified. Okay, you're going to set this to true or false based on whether you have verified this or not. Okay, so this is going to be true, and the next one is primary. Okay, so what primary does is, if I show you here, since you only have one account, it is verified and it is set to the primary email. So you can choose to add true or false based on whether you want to make this the primary or not. Okay, so I'm going to make this primary and I'm going to save this, and you will see that right now this is our email. Okay, this is the primary email that we have. So I'm going to send a request And now I'm back at addresses. Okay, so I have now this as my primary email. Okay, as you can see, we have two emails inside of this, and both of them are verified. And if I refresh this, you will see that we have two emails. This one is the primary, and this one is just a normal email account, which we can set to primary if we want using this. Okay, so we can add multiple emails into this, but let's say I wanted information about a certain email that my user has, so I can do that using this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to get information about an email address. So here, let's say I wanted to get the information about this email address, right? So I'm going to copy this email ID, and this takes in the email address ID, which is a string. So I've added that into this, and I'm going to save this to add a dot, then so now when I send a request, you will see that I'm getting all of the information for this email. Okay, so this is how you get information about a specific email and how you add a email to your user. So I hope you liked this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.